Very on part one, we talked about like the food and how to order in the easiest way possible. How to say a cup of coffee, please, or like a pot of tea, please, or a cup of coffee, or like a tagine with vegetable. Like the easiest way, the very minimalistic way. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Kausar and I'm teaching Darija. Been here like literally since COVID started. So here we are again. So we're gonna learn like part two, which we're gonna like make it a bit more extra and learning how to say like, oh, please can you bring me water, or like I don't want you water, or like do you have like sparkling water, or like you forget to bring me the salad, things like that. So we're gonna move to the part two, which is gonna be like a bit more extra, and then like we have the last part about like complaints, and maybe like if you have a special restriction, either if you are vegan or you have allergies, we're gonna talk about that too. So let's get started. And before we do, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, because it helps me out a lot. And also like the video, leave a comment. That's like it really supports me. And if you wanna like learn Darija in the most like structural way, there is like a self-study program. There is also like online courses, live courses on Zoom with me. And yeah, like just too many things. So don't forget to subscribe. You can contact me. Best way to contact me, probably like WhatsApp, because I get to talk to you and like see about your level. This way we can see what works the best for you and what's your goals and all of that. But like, let's stop talking. As you see, as any Moroccan, we are very talkative. So yeah. Okay, what did we learn last time? So we learned how to say like, to order in a very simple way. And also we mentioned that things can be feminine or masculine. It's like depending on the ending of the noun. So the noun can be feminine if it's ending with a, and the masculine words are any other words that's ending with any other vowel except a or other consonants. So that's masculine. Keep that in mind. We're gonna need it like later on, but for now it doesn't even matter. So of course, the first time, like when you go, normally the restaurants already keep the menu on the table, or like they have it on a like the entrance, and you can see sometimes when they have it next to you, you can like take it. We rarely ask actually for the menu. If happen you didn't see the menu and you want to ask of it, like you simply just like you start with afak, which saw it last time, like please, and like the either in certain area they will call it like la carte, and certain area we just call it like limoni. So that's easy, right? The other option is la carte. You can write it as whatever you want. It's not even matter for the region, because everyone writes things different. This time it's not like an official language. And that's like for the menu. And so you basically, you say afak, which was please. You say it with a smile, of course, because you notice that Moroccans all are like really friendly. And we always having a smile on. It's just like something natural, and that's how our faces are. Okay, so let's move on. Like you are like taking your order, like you wanna order something. Let's say you wanna like start with something. You can say, for example, and if you wanna use I want, it's like a brit she. That's a bit more extra. I want some. Here it's like you are taking long order, because when we take short order we just like go fast, like واحد طاجين عفك وبردتي. So I wouldn't like like do a lot of talk. And if I'm like still thinking, it's naturally for like any human being, when they are like thinking, still thinking, they say like there is a lot of pause, like you're thinking what's good, what can I pick, what's nice, and like what can I have, especially because you don't know like all of the type of food, Morocco food, if you are first time coming to Morocco. So of course, if like you don't know, like you would say like, okay, bridge salad. Okay, cheese salad. Let's say you don't want cheese in it, you would use blanc, it's without fromage. You can write fromage as you want it to. It's like a French word. I want a, like we noticed like wahed, it was like a, and she is like some, but like in English you can use just like a salad without cheese. Okay, so here, because there are too many options, like, you know, and normally we have the menu is either sometimes in French, and maybe you don't speak French and you don't know what's in there, and then he might like point to the options and he might see there is this, and here why we're gonna learn there is, because he's gonna say kain, this, kaina, this, and here why we need feminine and masculine, because if that thing is feminine they would say kaina, and if there is that thing that he's gonna mention is masculine, is gonna be kain. And kain and kain is one of the confusing things. It's like to have like the meaning of like there is and there are, and some other context, other things. So here we just keep it we just keep it where this is like for feminine nouns, and here for masculine nouns. Okay, so for example, he might say kaina had, by the way, the word salad is shlada. I put here salad, but actually is shlada. Okay, so salad is shlada. So kaina had shlada, and he might see either without cheese or it doesn't, it's not in it cheese. So in that sense, you already know black is without. I'm gonna give you the other option. This way you keep it in mind. Okay, so kaina had shlada ما فيهاش الفرماج. So ما فيهاش, let's break it down, is ما فيهاش, like it's not in it. فيها is in it. ما فيهاش, it's not in it. Okay, so كاينة had شلادة ما فيهاش الفرماج. So that will be included to all. If you are vegetarian, later on we're gonna learn like how to say what's in here, and then what you would say, like for example, don't worry, it doesn't have fromage, it doesn't have a judge, like chicken from last video. If you didn't watch it, I'm gonna put it in like the description box. This way you watch the first video first and then that second. Okay, so kaina is like there is this. Why did we put kaina and not kain? Because shlada is feminine. Okay, even if I wrote salad, it's still feminine. Kaina had salad, kaina had shlada. Sorry, there is this salad. ما فيهاش, it gives the meaning of like it doesn't have cheese. Okay, so let's say you want like Tajin. So Tajin is masculine, right, guys? And if you are vegetarian and you want to order at like a vegetarian Tajin, you would say بغيت Tajin de الخضرة. Okay, بغيت Tajin de الخضرة. Or like here you are trying to have a more conversation, like I want a vegetable Tajin. Okay, but at the same time you will notice like I'm writing Tajin in different ways because Moroccans write it also in different way, and I want you to get used to different writing. Some Moroccans, they will write it this way, others they will write it this way. Maybe the others they will write it another G, like without the E or with the E. Either way, Tajin is still a masculine noun. So you want to say I want like a chicken, like a vegetable Tajin, and you want to make sure that there is like no cheese in it, nothing like non-vegan in it. Okay, so what we want to do is you would say, you know, ما فيهاش, it's not in it. So فيها is feminine. So I would say وش, like is it, ما, وش ما فيش, وش ما فيش, is it like doesn't have in it. Let's get rid of this one. Let's just do it this way. ما فيش الفرماج. And then I can say yak. Yak is mean rights. ما فيش الفرماج yak. I'm just like giving an example to get used to it. So I'm gonna put a lot of like things. Like you can see ما فيش زبدة. Yak. So because like if you are going to order like some sweets, if you are gonna write everything, it's not about the tajin here, it's about how would you say it doesn't have this, right? It doesn't have. So that's what we're trying to do. It's like learning how to say it doesn't have the, right? Okay, so that's what we're trying to do here. So we are going to have like a lot of examples. This way, like you have a lot of ideas on this. So you would say it doesn't have cheese, right? It doesn't have milk, right? It doesn't have this, right? So like, and you just need to learn the nouns, the words. This way you put it right. Here is, and again, ما فيش or like ما فيهاش is gonna be about the dish, not about like the things that's in it. Okay, so for example, if I'm talking about kika is a cake, and kika ending with a, so I would say ما فيهاش الزبدة ياك, ما فيهاش الفرماج ياك. Again, this is maybe if you are an absolute beginner, you're gonna get confused. If you are a little bit knowing you watch some of my videos or something, you will have an idea. But again, like I'm gonna give you more examples. ما فيش دجاج. Yak, like we're talking about tajin again, like it doesn't have chicken, right? And so yeah, like we have the words zibda. Zibda is butter. الحليب is milk. الفرماج is cheese. الفرماج. Then we have, what else you guys don't eat, vegan people? Like we already saw like last video, الحم is meat. We saw jesh. What is jesh? Yes, chicken. We have eggs is البيض. Like we have fruits is chicken. What else you guys don't eat? Yeah, that's about it, I think. Right? Did I forget something? So that will help you out in other contexts. If you're gonna have like coffee with milk and you wanna like a vegan milk, like almond milk or something like that, you simply say milk of that thing to mean, like, for example, let's have it here because I really want to help you out, guys. You can say حليب لوز. That's almond milk. حليب شوفان. Like that's oat milk. So I made the previous video for absolute beginner. This one is a bit more intermediate, kind of in between, not literally for absolute beginners. And then the other one is gonna be more advanced. So I'm just like giving you a little like things from like what you need. Again, so حليب let's say the soja. That's like the soya milk. I think it's pretty the same, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's 3 options, which is good for milk. Okay. Let's change the color. Maybe we go for green. Okay. So we have here a lot of different notes. So here, like we learned like different milks. Why? Because also I want to like teach you how to ask, is there this thing? Hold on. Let's say you say like بغيت let's say عصير بحليب دلوز. So عصير avocado بحليب دلوز, like avocado juice with almond milk. But anyways, like when you are reading the menu already, like they wouldn't mention any almond milk, oat milk, soya milk, except if it was like a vegan restaurant and you want to like in advance ask like عفك please, you would say وش كاين. So wesh is an optional thing, like, because you can like make the sentence sounds as a question by your mouth, like, you know, is like there is almond milk, there is like كاين حليب لوز, كاين حليب لوز, instead of saying wesh كاين حليب لوز. Either way, it's still gonna be correct. It depends on your preference. Okay. So here again, we said like we use كاين and كاينة depending if the noun after it is feminine or masculine. الحليب ending with consonants, which means is masculine. So I would say wesh كاين حليب دلوز. That's an example. Is there is there and an almond milk. Almond milk. Okay. Like he might say مكاينش, and here we're gonna learn the negation. The negation is mean like there is not something. Okay. So for the negation, what we do, we put the ma in the beginning of the word and the end sh. Okay. For the verb, it works same for verbs. So we will say مكاينش حليب دلوز. It means you don't have it. Okay, there is different ways to say like we don't have almond milk by using verb to have, but over here I'm just saying it's because you ask like is there is, because you can see وش عندك حليب دلوز, but it's better to say وش كاين حليب دلوز. Okay, and you might say oh ما كاينش or ما عندناش is more general. So ما كاينش, you can like write in the it. It's literally there is no almond milk. Okay, so that's the equivalent of it. Let's say maybe you're craving some American stuff, like let's say like you are craving cheesecake, the American cheesecake, and you want to ask if there is a cheesecake, do you have it? You can say the same thing, وش كاين cheesecake, and we do have cheesecake. It's just depending maybe like the place that you went to, they don't have it. Okay, so but it's just like for the question وش كاين. Cheesecake is says the name same, we don't like really change the name of it. Cheesecake is cheesecake, burger is burger, yeah, like a pizza is pizza. So we do not change a lot of different names, which is like really easy. But yeah, I think I don't know if this is like a very long video, guys, but let's just like recap on this and then see if there is something that you will need. So what we wanted to do here is making the order as bit like more longer. Maybe you have you want to ask something, maybe you want to like ask if like they have almond milk, like how to ask like do you have or is there. So we either say wesh, it's better to say as I said in restaurant wesh kayin instead of wesh and you don't see وش عندك because the waitress or the waiter is not the person who owned the place to have it. He's just like working there. So that's why we use like do you have, you plural. So وش عندكم something, it's mean do you plural, do you guys have. Okay, do not get upset for like the waiter and the waitresses there if they don't have something, because they are not the one who's owning and bringing things, they are just working there, guys. Okay, so yeah, do you have something. وش عندكم, وش عندك normally we use it for singular if you are asking one person, but like when we are asking restaurants, we are asking do they have in the restaurant. Okay, so do you have in the restaurants without using the word restaurants, وش عندكم. مزيان. Okay, so we talked about the menu. You can say like card or menu. عفاك is always like, you know, it's good. If you want to say like I want some salad and I want some bread, you say like normally we want bread, we just say like بغيت الخبز, or I would say if you want him to bring you a bit more, you say like زدني. Okay, زدني. If it's a girl, if she's like a waitress, you say زدني. Okay, you say عفاك in the beginning or at the end again. Do not forget about عفاك. عفاك زيديني. Mostly we tend to say شوية. Can you add me, like, it sounds weird, add me, but to add to the table, like a bit more bread. And here, that's a bit of bread is like enough. Like, they don't, like, Moroccans, when they say a bit, they don't really mean it. So even when they, like, you pour the tea and say like شوية datay, they are gonna pour like the whole tea. Except if you're gonna say like, oh, like, you know, if you want to do, like, make sure you just say this, like, you have to put it with your hands. عفاك issue you did that day, like, that's like not in restaurants, but if you are like invited to Moroccan house. So zidni or zidini, if you are talking to a female, you say shwiya is a bit, the is of, الخبز is bread. So الخبز is pronounced h is kh. So الخبز زدني or زديني شوية بالخبز. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this little, like, you know, things about ordering in a restaurant. It's like a big topic, of course. It sounds like small, but there's a lot of situations. Maybe like they forgot something that you need. Maybe they brought you the wrong dish. There's a lot of complaints. Maybe you didn't like the taste. Maybe like there is a lot of maybes. But here we just like wanted to do something. And by the way, for sparkling water that I told you about earlier, like, we don't have a specific name for it, but what we do, guys, is like we have a brand called Walmes, and you say like عفاك واحد والمس, واحد again is a Walmes, but again, like, for generally, like, the word water is ma. الما is the water, and like a bottle of water, a lot of people find it hard to pronounce, is قر. You can put a vowel, no worries. I can add a vowel, no worries. قر, and then the الماء, bottle of water. قرعة بالماء. And as like Arab people find it hard in the beginning to say a bottle of water, it's like the same for English people. Sometimes they find it hard to pronounce, but basically take your time with it, repeat as many times as you want till you get it right. قرعة بالماء, and don't forget, practice make perfect. So of course, as in other language, you will have to practice out loud and try, and don't like feel like, you know, you have to get it from the right the first time. Like, for me, certain English words, I had to repeat them like whole day long till I get it right, and I don't feel worried about it because I enjoyed like learning the language. So like, same when you are learning language, it's not like you are forced to, you want to, so just enjoy the process. So قرعة الماء is a bottle of water. Okay, so I think we stop here, and I will see you in part 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't want like to put it all in one video because it's gonna be huge, and also I want you to focus, and I'm gonna put that, like, we had the first video, and then the second video is gonna be in the next day, and the third video in the third day. This way you study a little bit every single day, and I hope you guys enjoy it again. Do not forget to like leave a comment because it helps me out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want like a more structured lessons, you can message me on WhatsApp, and I would never leave the number in the comment section or like in the description box. And yeah, and I will give you all the information you need about either the self-study program or the online courses, one-on-ones, and other things. So I'll see you later on. Assalamu alaikum. Take care.